Hey guys, welcome back to Kendi Beauty. So, this has been long anticipated, my friends. So, a while back, Kylie, on one of her social medias, I'm not sure if it was, I don't know, I'm not sure, but somewhere she had posted that she was going to be doing a collaboration with Kendall finally, and that the holdup was that Kendall was in another contract, and she didn't name names, but I believe it was Estee Lauder, and that they were finally able to somehow pull some strings and get her out of that clause of contract. And so finally the two of them were going to do a collab together. And when I heard that, I think that was like around 6 to 8 months ago, I was just like so excited. Might have been longer than that. But I was so excited and I couldn't wait, and then like there was nothing for the longest time. So I wasn't even sure if it was still gonna happen, but lo and behold, ta-da, it is here. And we're gonna take a look. We're gonna look at the packaging. We're gonna do some swatches. We're gonna create a look, and we're gonna find out what this collection is all about. I did get the full collection. So I don't know if I'm going to swatch everything. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll take a dive in and see. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for watching and joining us today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and tap the bell so you can be notified of all of my new upcoming videos and releases. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so typical of Kylie's Cosmetics, it came in this baby pink box. The whole collection actually came in one box. It's not a huge collection, I will say that. And it says it includes some new products. The Sister Lip Blush Lip Kit retails for $26. The Blotting Powder Perfecting Balm. Blotting powder. I don't know, that may be a typo, but the blotting powder retails for $24. Can I Borrow That High Gloss is $16. The Everything Everywhere Gloss is $18. The Kendall EyeshadowPalette retails for $40, $42. There's 3 face sticks, a Runway blush stick, an Act Natural bronzer stick, and a Spotlight Kylight stick. This Kylight stick is $18. The other 2 are $16. And the full collection bundle is $155. And then if you were lucky enough to get the signed PR box, it was $310. I did try to get the PR box. I thought it was cool. She doesn't usually do that. But now that I didn't get it, I'm kind of glad, because that's a huge jump in price from $155 to $310. So I'm kind of glad I didn't spend that much on it. And I was like one of the first people on the site, so I don't know how I missed out, but they all got sold out. When I went to check out, then magically, I hate when that happens, when you have it in your cart and then you literally go to check out right away and somehow it just magically disappears, like, oh no, somebody else more important got it. I don't know. Anyways, but that being said, now that I have the collection, I've seen what's inside, I'm kind of glad, because to me, there's not enough items and there's not enough special items to make it worth $310, although it is cool that Kendall signed it. But let's talk about this packaging, okay? I know that Kylie Cosmetics always does a very basic packaging, but like the Under the Sea collection and the Money Birthday collection, that was fun. There was glittery, you know, it was pretty. This is just like a very old, basic, just basic. Until you look at like the front of everything on the outside packaging. And is it just me? Like, am I so old-fashioned? And maybe it is, but does anybody else find it a little bit weird that they're sisters and they're like up in each other's faces looking like they're trying to kiss? I don't know, but I just find that a little bit weird. Like, if they were friends, maybe, but like, come on, you guys are sisters. And I know that they like do that kind of stuff all the time because I watch the show, but still, it's just like on the package of makeup, you know. I don't know. I was a little put off by that. Kendall looks beautiful, of course. She always looks beautiful. She's a freaking model, you know. And Kylie with her little chiseled cheeks, she looks beautiful too. But it's just a little bit weird. And like I said, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but it just kind of like leaves a kind of taste in my mouth. Like, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I feel dirty just opening it up, and it's freaking makeup and eyeshadow palette, but it's like makes me feel like I'm sinning. I don't know. I'm sure guys are loving it, but so I'm gonna stop blabbing on. Those are just my thoughts on the packaging, but now we're gonna see what these products are all about. So let's get to swatching, guys, and we will create a look. Alright, now on to swatches. First up, we have the Kylie Cosmetics Kendall Can I Borrow That High Gloss, the Everything Everywhere Gloss, the Blush Stick in Runway, the Kendall Kylie Bronzer Stick in Act Natural, and the Kendall Kylie Highlighter Stick in Spotlight. Next, we have the Kendall Kylie Lip Blush and Lip Liner in Sister Sister. Alright, now the Kylie Kendall Pressed Powder Palette. Starting from the wrist, we have Model Energy, November 3rd, Twice the Ice, I'm Telling Mom, To the Moon and Back, Cup of Tea, You're Tiny and Cute, Runs in the Family, Thicker Than Water, Here Kenny Kenny, Brunette's Do It Best, Love You Sister, Loyal, Scorpio Energy, Name a More Iconic Duo. Alright, moving on to creating our look now. Alright, you guys, so now it's time to play with the palette finally and create a look. I know I look a little bit crazy right now. I do have my Plouise base on, Rumour 2, so let's get into the palettes. Alright, so first I'm going to go in with this pink rose shade called Scorpio Energy, and I'm just going to go in with my Sephora Pro drawing shadow brush. It's number 41. They actually don't make this anymore, which stinks. If you guys know where I can find some, I wish I had gotten. I love how pointy it is. It gets into the crease really nicely. Okay, it's a little bit patchy. There is and it's not very pigmented. There's definitely some fallout. I don't know if you guys can see like all the fallout in the pan. Alright, there we go. There is the pigment. There are a lot of fun shades in this palette, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm hoping that it will come together as we go. Alright, I'm just really going back in and really patting this on. It's not the most pigmented shade, but then again, we don't always need a ton of pigment, especially when we're doing like soft glam and, you know, more natural looks. Okay, that's definitely a little bit better as far as the pigment that I was looking for. Alright, I'm gonna try to deepen that a little bit, add some dimension and depth by putting this shade right here called Love You Sister. Is that doing anything? Alright, hold please. I'm gonna try this brown shade called Loyal, because that Love You Sister wasn't really what I was looking for. That isn't either. Shoot, that's making it lighter. Alright, I guess we're gonna go into Brunette's Do It Best. That is the deepest shade. Now when swatching this, I thought it was a little bit patchy. That's why I was kind of trying to avoid using it, but I think we're gonna have to. Alright, that is a little bit better. Now I'm gonna go back over on top of that with Scorpio Energy. And on top of Scorpio, I'm just gonna dust I'm Telling Mom. And I'm just sort of blending that up into the brow bone area. Trying to blend it out a little bit better. Alright, don't mind the tape, it looks a lot worse than it is, but now I'm gonna go in with my Plouise Base Rumour 2 and my MAC 195, and I'm just gonna attempt to cut my crease. We'll see how this goes. Okay, this is far from perfect, but I think it is good enough for right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with this bright sort of orange, thicker than water shade, and I'm just putting that right in the inner corner of my eye. there's like a lot of different shades. There's like a bright yellow, a bright orange, but then there's a lot of transition, like brownish, pinkish shades, which is nice. It's nice to have, you know, a variety, or, you know, some transition shades to choose from at least. Ooh, I don't know like how this is turning out. Alright. Maybe I should have started with the yellow. And I'm just gonna go on the outside as well. And this is my Morphe M170-6 brush. I use this all the time as well. And now I'm going in with the yellow. It runs in the family shade because I meant to put that on first in the inner corner, and I kind of goofed that up. I got distracted. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in the middle with this kind of shimmer sparkle shade called November 3rd. Looks really pretty, especially when I swatched it. So I am just gonna pat that on the middle of the eyelid. Alright, so am I okay with that? I don't know. I don't really like the way that turned out. I feel like I should have gone with green. Alright, I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm going to go over that with this green shimmer shade called To the Moon and Back. Okay, that I think is better. Okay, that's pretty, right guys? Just say yes. I need the reassurance right now. And it's kind of weird because when I first apply these shades, they really pack on, but then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, they just diminish into thin air. I don't know. Did you guys notice that? It's like when I first put them on, they look like they're pigmented, and then they sort of just like fade away without me even doing anything. Alright, so now I think I'm going to actually, before I repack on the orange and the yellow, I am going to put a little bit of that green here, Kenny shade, because I want to see how the To the Moon and Back, that sort of green yellowish shimmer. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking the way this is turning out. It's a little bit more, I don't know, these colors are just weird. They're blending perfectly though, I will say that. There's not a ton of fallout. There is some fallout, but they are blending very nice together. But it's just like they're disappearing on me after I put them on. So, what are we gonna do for the bottom portion of the eye? Okay, so first we're gonna go in with the yellow shade called Runs in the Family again. And we're just putting that in the inner corner, and then in the inner corner of the under eye area as well. Okay, and now I'm gonna put in that bright orange color called Thicker in Water. Right next to it. And now I'm going in with the green here, Kenny. And then at the very bottom, outer edge, I'm putting Scorpio Energy. And I'm just connecting that to the top area. Just be careful not to blend the two too much, because then it'll get sort of brown in color. And over top of the green here, Kenny, I am going to put the shimmer to the moon and back. I'm just reapplying everything again for the 100th time. It's just not sticking. The shimmer shade is just not, to the moon back, it's not cooperating. Okay, finally. Now I'm going to put foundation on, put my lashes on, do the other side, and we will do, we'll get to like the bronzer stick, the blush stick, we'll do all that, the lip kit, the everything gloss, we'll try that. I'm a little scared of that, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, and we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I put on a little bit of foundation, not too much. I put my lashes on and I put some mascara on. So now we're gonna test out the all the rest of the stuff. The bronzer stick, the F Natural bronzer stick, the Spotlight, and the Spotlight Kylight, and the blush stick. And I did notice when swatching these that the formula is very loose, which can be great for some people's skin. For me, there's only like certain things that work, but I'm going to make a effort and attempt to make these work. So first I'm going to go in with the F Natural bronzer, and I think I'm just gonna put a little bit on a brush and we'll see how this goes. This is a little bit more cooler tone than I usually go for. I'm more of like a warm tone person, so hopefully I won't botch my entire face by trying to make this work. And already I'm having some difficulties, it seems. Let me just grab like a beauty blender sponge, I think. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Alright, it's not horrible. Do I dare to put more? I'm not really sure. You know what, I'm just gonna go right in with the stick itself. Okay, so that's not bad. It's actually blending pretty nicely. Pleasantly surprised about that. Alright, so next up I am going to use the Runway blush stick. Right there. And my cheeks are already rosy. I think it's just because I'm like kind of really hot actually. But I'm just gonna, oh gosh, put a little bit. Ooh, I like the color of that. And I'm just gonna blend that with my beauty blender as well. Oh, I actually really like the blush. I'm liking that. It's like not, it blended beautifully. It's not crazy. Alright, so now on to the Kylighter Spotlight. And I'm just gonna put that right above the blush. I have to say, you guys, like when I swatched these, I was not a fan, but on the face, I'm really liking that. I am really liking that a lot. Alright, I think now it's time for the lip blush and liner in Sister Sister. And then we're going to apply some of the Kendall High Gloss. Alright, here's the liner, and I'm actually, I really like, they're all kind of the same in the collections though. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but like in all of the Kylie Cosmetics collections, at least the ones that I've got, I could be wrong, but it seems like all the lip kits that are included are like the same. They're all like a rose nude color. And you know, it is definitely, the lip kits are what started Kylie Cosmetics, and I would have to say probably like her best quality product. I was reading, like, I guess now KKW Beauty is owned, they recently were like bought out by the same company. I think it's Coty. I could be wrong, or maybe it's the other one, that that Kylie Cosmetics is part ownership with. Okay, actually I'm really enjoying the color of that liner. It's really pretty. I almost don't want to put the lip blush over it, but I want to show you guys the lip blush, so I will. I'll go ahead and put that on top. I don't know, I think this is, have I tried the lip blush formula yet? I don't remember. This is a different formula from like the regular matte liquid lips. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. It's kind of making it darker. I definitely like the liner by itself. Oh, and the lip blush is kind of getting patchy. I don't know that I like this. Ooh, yeah, I don't like this formula. You know what it actually reminds me of is, I don't know how, this kind of ages me, but like back in the day when KKW first came out, and so did Kylie Cosmetics, they did a KKW lip line, and the lip blush kind of reminds me of the formula in these, and that was a long time ago. Yeah, it's just not drying down. It's really comfortable on the lips, it's just not drying down. Alright, and now we need to put the high gloss on. My lips are already glossy enough, but here we go. If I could find it. So this is Can't I Borrow That high gloss. And here she is. Whoa. And I'm just gonna right on top. And I don't know where to put the everything gloss. I can't put on my lips because my lips are glossy. Where should I put it? My cheeks are already like really shiny from that highlighter formula. I don't want to. I could try to put it on the lid. It might mess up my makeup. It might get a little sticky, and it may. So this is the Everything Everywhere gloss, and I don't know how I feel about this. There are these are, I think, newer products. Oh my god, Sugar Plum. I just dropped it. Great. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks. Actually, it's pretty. It's actually really pretty. It's like a champagne sort of sparkly color. Alright, you guys. Now on to our final thoughts about this collection. Alright, you guys. So, my final thoughts are, this is a little complicated. So, the shadow palette, the Kendall's shadow palette, although this came out nice, I felt like a lot of the shadows did not perform meticulously. Did they perform? Yes, but they were just kind of like, eh. The shimmers really hard did not apply on the eye unless you used like something, a mixer or a setting spray or something to get them on the lid. They just did not stick. The shadows, the shades were beautiful, but the pigment on them, it was like you would apply them and then they would just magically disappear in 5 minutes. They would pack on really nice, they looked pigmented, and then all of a sudden like psh, missing, like gone, the pigment is gone. I don't even know how many times I had to repack on the shadows just to get them to show up. So that was kind of a drawback for me. And like the overall just funness of the palette, like it was kind of muted. Like there have been other Kylie palettes that have been way more fun. So the palette was kind of a disappointment, I'd have to say, out of the whole collection. Now, keeping that in mind, I was actually really pleasantly surprised with the Act Natural bronzer stick. I thought I was gonna hate that. I love it. Like, I'm gonna actually probably use that in all of my makeups. Like, I love it. I really liked how it turned out. The Spotlight stick, I really liked the pigment and the color of it, but it lifted up my foundation, so that was kind of a pass for me. The blush was a total hit. So the blush, the Runway blush and the Act Natural bronzer stick were like, I was really surprised from swatching it how it applied on my face. I was actually really pleasantly surprised, and I really enjoyed them and will continue to use them actually. The Everywhere Everything gloss as well, like I did not think I was gonna like this, but do you guys see like this pickup? Like, just make sure if you're gonna apply it last, but I'm really liking that as well, especially for like summertime. I felt like this collection, besides the eyeshadow palette, was very glowy. The high gloss I enjoyed, but that's nothing new. And same thing with the lip liner. I really liked actually the color of it. Her lip liners are always great though. I wasn't that impressed with the lip blush. It was a little streaky, I have to be honest. It turned out okay, but wasn't a big fan of it. So overall, I would have to say that I enjoyed the collection. Was it $155 worth? No. Was it have to have? That can be questionable, because I think I do have to have the sticks. I really do. And the gloss, the new Everywhere Everything gloss. I think I will incorporate that, especially because it's summertime. I can get away with that really glowy look, and I think I'm going to start using it. Why not? But some of the other items, like the palette, which is a main item in a collection, I don't think I have to have it. It was pretty, and honestly this look is very nice, but there's other shadow palettes that are a margin of the price, like e.l.f. and Jade Kissa just collabed on another To The Rescue. Very similar colors, but more pigmented. The palette just wasn't everything to me. I could do without the palette. The palette was a pass. So overall, I enjoyed the collection. Do I need to repurchase? No. If anything, I would just repurchase the sticks and the gloss by themselves, and that's it. Just my honest opinion. I was expecting more, I think, also, so I could be a little bit biased, but this was the collab with Kendall. I thought it was gonna be like great. It wasn't fun at all. The packaging was boring, in my opinion. I thought the packaging was boring compared to some of her other collections, like the Money one. Her birthday collections are always so fun, and the packaging is so beautiful. The Under the Sea collection too, I felt like this packaging was blah, and then you take in the whole like love sister looking like they're about to make out. Just, it wasn't for me. I wasn't a fan of that. It kind of weirded me out. Again, call me old school, but I just, since when is that a thing? Like, I get the whole like friends doing it, but sisters, I don't know. That was a pass for me. I thought they could have done a lot more with the packaging, considering this was anticipated. This was like their big debut, Kendall and Kylie. They should have done more with the packaging. Alright, I'm done venting. But overall, a nice collection. So now on to our quote for the day. Alright, and this is actually a quote from Kylie herself. It says, "People think they have a perfect idea of who you are from a 4-second Snapchat video and fake blogs, stories, magazine covers. In reality, that's not the case. Nobody knows who I am except my family and close friends." And I really do agree with that. I mean, obviously I'm not famous like Kylie Jenner, but I agree, we all don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Just because somebody posts something, you know, doesn't make them a horrible person, or vice versa. You know, they could be the prettiest model or have the prettiest picture, but like inside they're rotten. And so, you know, just, I guess, just goes to show, never judge a book by its cover. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for being here today and watching, you know, joining me in this Kylie Kendall collab adventure. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!